He was working the room, and people were just, all they wanted something from Dana. And immediately when he heard Kevin's name, his eyes lit up. And he's like, someone get Big Mouth on the phone. That's what he says when the fight. And I was like, well, I'll FaceTime him. He's like, he's not going to answer. And I FaceTime Kevin, and he's like in bed with his shirt off. He's like, what? And Dana was like, man, you should have been here. I can't wait for your next fight. And at the time, Kevin didn't even have a fight.
Didn't even have a fight.
But he was getting Kevin a fight. And as I started talking to Dana, we were just talking about the stuff, how Kevin is. And he kept saying, he goes, dude, Kevin always shows up. He's like, when I need someone, Kevin shows up. And so it was when you talk about delayed gratification, you know, he took a major fight, his first fight that, hey, dude, was probably a no-win fight, right? It was tough, but he had the confidence to go out there, and the delayed gratification of not making the money but still showing up and putting his name in the hat when a lot of fighters don't, because it's not the right thing, because you lose 2 or 3 times in the UFC, you get cut. If you're making $10,000 a fight and you lose 2 times, you could get cut when you're first there. But he kept putting his name in there, and then watching the transformation of now, you know, I hope to spill the beans of the Curtis fight, right? There was I think you posted it. I got a chance to talk to Kevin a few weeks ago, and they offered him 3 fights. They called him up and said, you want these 3 names, 3 pretty big names. What do you think Kevin said? Yes, yes, yes. And then what happened? After they told Dana he said yes to all of them, Dana called him and offered him a main event bigger fight, because he had said yes, right? And so you talk about delayed gratification. It's that sometimes you put in the work, man, and you're not rewarded for it. But then, and you're not paid as much as you should be paid. And then something happens, man. One day you start getting paid more than the work you do, right? Because it's the same amount of work, but putting it in, and it's being, when you're accountable and you're dependable to your organization, to your owner, those are the people that you want around. As an owner, when I heard that, I'm like, man, that sounds so familiar. The people that, whether you think they're the best or not, the people that you can trust, the people that show up for you, and the people that say yes, even whether they agree with it or not, are the people you want around. Those are the people that rise to the top, because you know you can trust them, you know you can count on them, you know they're dependable, and you know no matter what, they're just gonna, ironically, not in Kevin's case, but they're gonna shut up and show up. Kevin's just gonna talk the whole time, right? But he's still gonna show up. And it is powerful to watch that even in a multi-billion-dollar organization, you see someone like Dana White, you know, fall in love with fighters that, for the same reasons, right? The people that don't say no to fights, and then they end up getting paid more than the other guys, because when nobody else would rise to the occasion, and you do, that's how you make the big bucks, because it does build that trust. And it was just crazy to see that and just almost hear it with your own ears and watch it.